to my channel. My name is Tyler. Today I'm super excited to introduce you a brand new gear from WunderKammer WoO.1, and hopefully this is the right pronunciation of this product. And this little box can do so much things like looping, sampling, music composition, finger drumming, and music game. So in this video I will showcase you what is this box and how I will use it and how you can create music on it, just like everything you need to know. Hopefully it can help you design it this right for you. Right now they are launching this product on Kickstarter. If you're interested in this product, you can check out the link in the description below, and they will have a big discount if you pre-order today. By the way, they are not sponsoring today's video, they just sent me this gear, but you know I'm really happy to review any gear. And keep it in mind, just buy something that you truly need it. So let's dive in and I'll show you what is WoO.1. So now let's talk about what is this, what you can find in this one. So I got my Apple keyboard right here to give you a compare how big is this one. So you can see the link is smaller than the keyboard. Okay, so and also it's super thin. So basically the interface is super simple. You will only have this button and this two knobs and a 2-octave keyboard, and you will also have the speaker and built-in mic for sampling, and the on-off button and a headphone and USB for transforming the file, and also you can use this as a MIDI keyboard. So basically it is just like this, and this knob is for the volume and this one for the separate track volume. And you can see there is no screen right here, so you will need to learn a little bit of different combination for different function, something like that. So after you got this board, they already include 161 built-in sounds. So basically in the black color is for the different bank. So you can choose for the instrument or your sample. So something like in the bank 1 and the first note, you also have different pitch on it. By the way, right now I'm using the speaker, so I want to let you know what the sounds through the speaker. Sometimes I think it's sounding good to me. I always just using the speaker on it. So there is also a function that you can preview all the bank sounds. So after you choose the bank and then press sample Wunder, then you can preview this bank all the sounds. So after that, maybe we try something instrument sounds. And I think it's sounding good for me. And also one thing is very important when you importing some sample, you have to make sure it's 60-bit rather than 24-bit. So basically the instrument and sample is the way you find your sounds. So they also have some groove on it, pick up different groove. I think it is a great way for you like play some melody on it, to jam on it, something like that. You can also use this groove for practicing your melody, your chord, and your timing, something like that. So right now let me showcase you how you can record sample. So first thing, click on sample. So the black one or is the blank, and we can find one blank that there is no sounds on it, and pick the slot on the white key. So this is the default sounds. If you don't have any sample on it, that will be this electric piano sound, something like this. So after you picked it one slot and press it for the sample and record. So right now you can see the button is already light up. I'm not sure, can you see it? So basically right now you can hold on this button and record anything. So let's try something like this. So for the beginning, they will also record some sounds. So right now we want to trim our sample, right? So it is also super easy. For the right knobs, you will edit the end link, and the left knob is for the starting point. Just need to hold on the Insta. To turn the knobs and the starting point. So right now, you will have a perfect sample. So you can also use this sample into the looper later on. It is just that easy, but hopefully they can fix it next time. We don't have to press the record button to record something. Sometimes, one hand, it is not very convenient to sample other things. You need to do it by both hands. So now let me use all the stock sound to create a small loop. So right now we have to set up the BPM first. You just need to long press the click and then use the black key and the white key to find out a BPM. So let's try something like this. And now you have to pick up one sample sounds. After that, we can start this loop. So let's talk about how I would use this and also the pros and cons. For me, I think this is the best traveling sketchpad. It is the best for capturing the ideas. You can add a lot of sample on it, and sometimes you will have some little melody on your head, and after you play it, record it and keep it for a sample. After that, you just put it back to your DAW to finish it. I think this is the best way that I would use this box. So what is the pro? For me, I really like the size, I like minimal setup, and basically you got everything right here. You got speaker, you got mic to sampling, and you even have a keyboard, and you can just sample something, play on it, and pick an instrument and play on it to capture your idea. And the 50 hours of playing time is very impressive, to be honest. No any gear that I can just charge one time for 50 hours. I got this around 2 to 3 weeks ago, and basically I only charged one time until right now and still got a lot of battery. And also the unlimited track, you can add a lot of things. You have a lot of freedom to add stuff on the looper. I think is also so cool. And the greatest thing about this gear, it is you have unlimited instrument sounds. Even though you only have this slot for saving the sounds, but every time you can change the sounds later on. You can play a lot of instrument on these boxes. And I tried to import some of the one-shot sample into it, and they line up very perfectly, and I play the sounds as sounding so good. So for the con is, I think if you are a beginner, you want to buy these boxes, it is a bit hard for you to use the looper because there is no quantize. That means you have to practice it to make sure you can line up the counting. If not, everything will be not in the same tempo. That will be massive up of your music. But sometimes, practice make it perfect. Everything's had pros and cons just based on what you need. So if you're a beginner, you don't know how to count on a beat, for this looper will be a little bit hard for you. Even though they have the undo button, but you have to line up the tempo, it is not that easy. To be honest, I'm very bad on this one too. And also I take some time to practice the looper. And that is why I more prefer the sequencer will be more easy for me to input the notes rather than everything in a looper mode. But after this looper, I think I learned a lot and practiced a lot, and right now I'm kinda like it, Another one is the sample length, and they told me you can't import more than 8 seconds, and I think it is quite limited for ambient music. That is why I didn't present this box for ambient music, because I think the sample length is a little bit hard for me to put the massive pad sounds. And also, I'm sure they only got 2 bar right now. And for the ambient music, sometimes you will have 2 bar for 1 chord. So it is a bit hard for me to creating ambient music on this box. But I know they are working on the updated versions, so maybe they will fix it or have a new version on their software. So let's hope for it. And the last thing is the sampling. You have to press it to record something, but sometimes we want to record the instrument. It is a bit hard for me. One hands for pressing and one hands to play the instrument, right? So hopefully they can improve this, and after that, I think this is a very good instrument. So what do you think about of this WoO.1? Leave a comment below to let me know. If you're interested to check it out, don't forget to click on the link in the description below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button. And I see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.